Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant.
Today's video is a big one for a multitude of reasons. Deep wells are, surprisingly so, one of the last major sources of major breakthroughs in Deepwoken's lore that comes straight from the source. I'm sure many of you find the concept and execution of the deep wells themselves particularly horrifying, but trust me when I say they'll be in your nightmares after this video. Since the last couple of videos I've made have been heavily speculative, I think it's fair that I dish out some confirmed information alongside some major breakthroughs and speculation as per usual. Before we begin, remember to subscribe. We're like agonizingly close to 1,000 subscribers and I'm watching this community grow day by day. I think I'm getting into my groove making these speculative lore videos and, well, I'm damn well enjoying it. Expect some major breakthroughs on the channel going forwards and, well, with that out the way, let us begin with haste. So, deep owls. They've always appeared strangely to me. Every monster that you can find on Deepwoken Starter Island of Arisia, at the very least, looks like it evolved from something, like they're biological. The deep owl is the stark opposite. It doesn't appear as if it belongs in the world of Deepwoken. Go figure, it doesn't. The deep owl is not the product of evolution, it's the product of another dimension. Oh, and I don't mean the depths. You'll catch on. If you want to dive into the biology of a deep owl, we have to start with the Vision Shaper. The Vision Shaper oath allows the player to utilize illusions and manifest them into the real world. Once a player desires to attain the Vision Shaper oath and they have 50 charisma, they must seek out Surge. Surge is an NPC that can be found in a small crevice within the Widow's Cave in the depths. Surge will ask you to collect the feathers of deep owls under the guise of a hunt, and once you do so, the world around you will instantly shift. Surge, as you know him, does not exist, or at the very least, his mind no longer exists. His body, a talking puppet made to dance by the puppet master that now lies outside the shelter you reside in. Stepping outside, you come face to face with the nestmind. Now, exposition aside, the nestmind at first glance is a collection of various deep owls compounded into one large, worm-like creature. Talk to the beast, however, and our feeble understanding of the forces at play in this world instantly shatters. Ah, the mouse seeks a covenant with my kind. Where am I? This is what you mice might call a lair, though your kind seems to misunderstand that which lies outside of its cage, thinking it ordered, sequential. We stand within a place that acts as an interstice between human consciousness, where my kind makes our nest. But I thought I was supposed to be hunting you. Things aren't always what they seem, little mouse. In time, you may pretend to be one of us, use abilities inherent to my kind, and you may do with these as you please. But are you prepared to pay the toll? The toll? Your mind. We owls find man to be capable of suitably sophisticated thought, enough to indulge our palate. You will fill the minds of our prey with grand facades, ripen them for us, and when your time comes to pass, you too will become a feast for the nest. I accept. Wonderful. When you leave this, you will forget your pact, as have all before you, though you may continue to strengthen your bond using our mark. Mouse, please do not disappoint, as there's a limit to our patience. Okay, so there's a lot to digest here. For starters, here's something that I've seen basically everyone who's covered this skip over, the comparison of humans with mice. For instance, the mouse seeks a covenant with my kind. Obviously these are owls, but it's a subtle hint that we are far out of our depths here. While many consider the player character the strongest entity within Deepwoken, given our seemingly infinite potential, the nestmind immediately flips our dynamic. We've been tricked into arriving here. We can't be blamed for underestimating the nestmind. The deep owls were all incredibly easy to kill at a high level, weren't they? Well, what if I told you that these deep owls were birthed specifically for you to kill? Let me explain. The nestmind states that the toll of becoming a vision shaper is the player's mind itself, but what does that mean? When the player ultimately becomes a vision shaper, they're the exact same as they were the moment before they accepted the nestmind's deal. They accept the vision shaper powers, of course. That's the thing, you don't give up your mind until death. Think facehuggers from the movie Alien. They implant their eggs into your body, using you as fertilizer. That's what the deep owls desire from you as you become a vision shaper. As you've proven you're intelligent enough to reach the den of the collective consciousness of the owls, the nestmind, you'll make fine prey. Oh, did you think that the owls would simply eat your mind or something? The reality is, unfortunately, far more grim. When the nestmind claims that vision shapers fill the minds of prey with grand facades, they mean the act of telling competent humans about being able to potentially become a vision shaper. And what was Surge doing to you? That's right, your job as a vision shaper is to groom unsuspecting prey into giving their minds up to the deep owl consciousness. And let's take a look at Surge after you enter the nestmind's realm. Oh, would you look at that? His name changes from Surge to Owl Surge. Here's the deal. Once a vision shaper has recruited enough unsuspecting victims into becoming vision shapers, their mind is instantly devoured and joins the nestmind. Once you join the nestmind, you become a deep owl. That's right. Those deep owls that you killed attempting to become a vision shaper were former players, tricked into the same agreement that you were. And like the vision shapers before you, once you've served your purpose and transform into an owl, you yourself will be killed by another fresh recruit seeking to join the nestmind just like you were. It's an endless cycle, and every time it repeats, the nestmind grows. Don't stare at its many masks for too long. You might make out your own face in the darkness. Well, what about the dimension that the nestmind exists in, the conscious intersection that I mentioned earlier? Well, that has a whole separate list of discoveries that shake the foundations of Deepwoken lore to its very core. The layers of the depths aren't layers at all, but I can't get into that in this video. It'll be far too convoluted. So this video will have to be a two-parter. I understand it's annoying, but hey, that's more lore content for you guys, so don't get too angry at me. Alright, that's me for today. Remember to subscribe, and I'm out of here.